And we are live. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us. It's February 23rd.
Oh, my goodness. I had to think about the day, which is really sad.
But the 22nd, that was yesterday. It's okay.
It's the day before my birthday. I shouldn't have to think about what day it is.
She's turning 23. We made an announcement this morning. She about killed Mike and I, but it was funny.
And well, Sharon Johnson. She believed it. And then when I'm like, yeah, she's like, you're not turning 23? And I'm like, yes, I am.
So on the intercom, I asked everybody to sing happy birthday with us, and I said, it's Michelle's birthday tomorrow. She'll be turning 23, and sarcastically, I don't think anybody heard my tone. I said, can you believe it?
I was briefly upset at the moment. I'm still a little upset about it, but I'll get over it. It's okay. And then Mike was nice enough to get a cake for me and a balloon and a 3 and a 9 for candles. Thanks, Mike. And he didn't even do the +1, which is great.
I know.
So, I'm just saying 39.
Exactly.
I'm not ready yet for the next stuff.
Yeah.
I'll be ready when I'm ready.
You can go backwards. You don't have to go forward.
Yeah, I'm fine right here. I'm fine right here.
So tomorrow being your birthday, apparently it's also National Tortilla Chip Day.
Ooh, I just got a bag of tortilla chips too, so I can sit at home in my PJs.
There you
And
go.
eat some tortilla chips.
And then we'll go ahead and announce it now, but it's Mike's birthday on Saturday.
Yeah.
So happy birthday, Mike.
We won't say your age, but
He's 29 plus 1. So
yeah. Well, it's really funny because I told everybody it was Mike's birthday. That's why the stuff was out there, and so then, because the numbers the way they are, and I was like, oh yeah, he's 63. He's like, why are you telling everybody that? He's like, it's her birthday. I'm like, no, he's 63. And then Daddy's like, you don't look 63. So, that's okay. We won't even tell you, but, yep. It's because he doesn't ask.
no, he doesn't.
So, thanks for everything you do, Mike. We appreciate it.
Yes, for sure. And on his birthday, it's a nutty day. It's National Pistachio Day.
Oh, that's funny. I like pistachios. You got that bag of pistachios.
I know, that was good. It was like addicting. I think we ate that whole bag in like 3 days.
And it was like a Costco size bag. There are worse things to snack on.
True.
I mean, so. Yeah.
And then this month's almost over. I can't believe it. Like, this is the last Wednesday. Next Wednesday will be March. It's crazy.
Right, it is crazy. And then, let's see. The 7th through the 12th, we are going to be closed.
It is cleaning week.
Yeah.
So breakfast would be canceled on the 12th.
Mm-hmm.
There will be breakfast on the 5th. So you can come the week before cleaning week, but the week after we will be closed because we've just made it all pretty shiny and beautiful. Don't want anybody in here till that Monday.
And the floors have to dry.
Yes. Oh goodness, that takes forever when we do the floors. And we're going to be taking shifts of who goes to the front. Just a little bit of upcoming events. We're still doing the women's shelter toiletry drive. We're going till the end of March, so please look on our website. It has all the items needed. We've been having great turnout of people donating things, so thank you, everybody. The word's getting around, so I appreciate it. Like Michelle said, we are closed on the 7th through the 12th. Next Monday, we're going to be discussing our book, Murder, at the book club. So next Monday at 10:30 if you want to join us. And then coming up, starting in March soon, I'll be having the flyers go out, but it wouldn't start till March 14th, since that's the first week in March that we're really getting back and rolling, is walking groups. So we're going to start that in the spring, get out, get in the parks and moving and grooving again. So I will be having a flyer out on that and posting information online. We'll meet at 9 a.m. on Mondays like we did previously. It'll just start in March, so March 14th would be the first day, and we'll be meeting at Randall to start. And then come the spring, we'll do different parks each month of where we'll go. I did mention that we were going to be discussing murder at the book club, and I know you had a few things about book club to discuss.
I do. I don't know, like, I'm getting ahead. It's kind of exciting.
It's going to be fun to discuss the murder at the book club. It wasn't a bad book, but it wasn't my favorite.
Yeah, it was okay. I mean, you can get through it, and it's okay. It's a good book.
Now, you already read the March book, though.
I already read this book.
I've started it, but I haven't gotten past the first couple chapters yet.
So I loaned out my book because I'm already done, and I'm trying to read it ahead. So it's out right now, but if you don't want to go out and buy it, or if they don't have it at the library, which they don't with some of these, just come up to the front or call, let us know your name and phone number, and when it's available, then we can give you a call, and then you can pick it up and borrow it.
And then as soon as I finish, you guys can have my copy as well to pass on. So there'll be two.
So this book, though, I will say, I read it very quickly.
You did. It was like, what, less than a week you finished it?
4 days.
Yeah.
But at first, it's kind of slow. Oh, but then you get past that part. It's good. And there is a twist in it. Not going to say what it is, but it's good. And by the time you get to the end, you're like, oh my God, which it makes the whole book worth reading when you get just to the end. And
Nice.
Now, Merla and I made a deal because Merla wasn't going to read the other Einstein. Okay. I started on the other Einstein because I wasn't going to read. And I'm being very truthful. I was not going to read.
No, she wasn't.
The Summer Breeze. It's not my type of books. I thought, I'm just going to take a pass on this one.
Yeah.
And then
I'm not excited about it, but she says it's not just a romance story. So I'm like, okay, as long as it's not just romance, I think I'll be okay.
So I made a deal with Merla. And Merla, if you watch this, I am starting Summer Breeze. So remember, I'm reading Summer Breeze. You have to read the other Einstein. And mine is longer.
That is true. That's like the longest one we have.
I feel like, what have I gotten myself into? That's going to take me longer than 4 days. So, yep, I made a deal with Merla. And you know what? I'm just going to read them all. So I did start the other Einstein, and I liked it at the beginning. So it's very interesting.
I know Pam intrigued me about that book when she first started talking about when we were picking all of the books. So I'm really interested to see what it's all about.
So I will say this book club, and again, everything is out of my comfort zone. But I'm kind of getting into reading like books that are out of my comfort zone, and I just can't believe I'm actually reading them. And there's a book that I would have never picked ever, but I'm like, oh, I enjoyed reading that, and it was kind of interesting. So, yeah.
That's what a book club's for.
Yeah, you guys should read them, and even if it's something that you don't think you would like, and you're like, well,
go ahead and try it.
Yeah, doesn't hurt. And you have to, like this one, you have to commit to read the whole entire book. You can't just be like, okay, I'm going to read 2 chapters.
Well, you guys aren't kidding, because I'm only in the first 2 chapters and I'm bored. And that's why I was like, this is going to be a rough one.
It was rough. But you have to, like this one, you have to commit to the whole book. And then once you're through it, you're like, you know what? It was slow in the beginning, but actually it was worth reading and it was good.
Nice.
So I hope we have more people come out to our book club meeting.
Yep. So. Monday, 10:30. Come join us.
Be there or be square. Just be there.
And then we have our surgical robotic presentation that's coming up. It sounds pretty cool. I don't know, I'm kind of freaked out about it, but it's cool at the same point. So the surgical robots that are being used at hospitals, and it's they're performing surgery, and that kind of creeps me out a little bit, but
Well, okay. This
It's
is
like
my
a bad
thought.
sci-fi movie. That's all I think about.
What if it oh my gosh.
What if it malfunctions?
Yes!
Yeah.
It's mechanical. Things can malfunction.
Mm-hmm.
What if I
See,
can't even
bad
think about it.
sci-fi movies. That's all that I think of when you see this picture of this thing with like big surgical tools, like Edward Scissorhands, but larger.
But you can like play with it, right? When you're done, when he's done.
Yes,
Or
'cause
inspect it. I
you
don't know
get
if
to
really- we could be doing like take fruit out there and try to.
Well, you get to play with it. He has things that you can like do some of the controls, and they've actually gone to different little even kids events, so the kids can do like different tasks with it to like move a ball around or something like that. So yeah, it's there for you to look at. You can mess with some of the controls and kind of see all it does. And then the presentation will be at 10 a.m. And they'll be talking about it. But it will be here till 4 p.m. just to look at.
Well, I think it's kind of cool to inspect it because what if that is used on you during surgery? At least you know what's being used on you. I mean, come out and check it out. And are they using these in Yakima at all? I wonder.
I have no idea.
I have questions. What if it malfunctions? Are we using them in town?
Does anybody work for
using them?
Memorial? Know if this is being used?
I'm sure they test the regular.
I'm sure. And then Joe's next History of Yakima presentation is coming up, not this Friday, but next Friday at 1 p.m. And he's going to discuss Yakima Valley's Old West history during the 1850s. And he had a great turnout, his first one.
He did have a good turnout. It was like 40 to 50 people.
And I already have the little pamphlets printed out, so everybody gets a little bit of notes to take home.
And then is he looking to put together some more presentations?
He already sent me an email about it. I can't tell you off the top of my head because I just read it this morning.
Okay.
But there's one for April that's coming up. There's one for May that's coming up. Although I don't know if we'll stick with the first week in April. The only reason I say that is because that's April 1st, and I don't know if we'll have enough time to get the newsletters out. But hopefully we'll figure that out and see what happens. Maybe if we have the information all ready for the 4th, then we can just pass it out so they're aware ahead of the time.
Well, what's really cool too is if you have questions, you can ask him. If he doesn't know, he's the kind of guy that would go. He's gonna go research it, and then so that way he can answer those questions. So he's very knowledgeable, and like I said, he had a great turnout.
Yeah, he did. And then we have a rock and roll shindig coming up with Night Train, March 4th at 7 p.m. Come on out. There'll be cookies, coffee, and water to snack on and drink while you're here and boogie the evening away.
Yep.
It's only $5, so not
$5 for a live band.
Yeah.
That's good.
So hopefully we have a good turnout for that. I'm really looking forward to that going well.
I hope so too, because people are requesting
dances
and they want more rock and roll, like, or
I'm just hoping they come out because they requested dances. And then they haven't been coming out to dances. So please show up. If you're requesting dances, actually show up. Because we hate to do all this work of planning, putting it together, getting snacks, paying a band to be here.
Plan for the musician to come out, unload their stuff.
Oh, and it's a massive amount for a live band. So please show up. If you've been asking for dances, get your boogie shoes on and come out here March 4th at 7. Just say. I'm gonna Mama Lori throw it in there. I did feel like Mama Lori for a little bit.
She was channeling Mama Lori there for a moment. Yeah, well, it is. It's a lot of work, and then for nobody to show up,
It's disheartening when things like that happen. When especially people have been asking for it for so long, and our surveys from the comprehensive survey that the Parks and Rec Department did, being active and fitness was the top thing, and then dancing was next. And we have put in 2 items a month that are dances just to see if people show up. And so far it's just very minimal people. So I'm really hoping there's a change because it has been cold. I'll give it a benefit of the doubt.
Well, yeah, and then like Gary, I mean, he's not going to be here in a while.
No.
So
Gary is going to be gone for a little bit because he had medical issues, but
we have this.
Yes.
So, and then when Gary comes back,
We'll be back and rolling with the afternoon dances, which will probably be April.
yeah, whenever he can lift that big little accordion.
Accordion? We have things like 25, 30 pounds right there.
I mean, that's kind of funny. You have to go in to get released to lift an accordion. How many people does that happen to?
That would be an only Gary situation.
Yeah, not many people have to wait to be released to play the accordion.
So we're working on the spring newsletter for April, May, and June. Kind of, maybe. We're putting events together.
We're planning.
Yeah. You've got to get all the stuff on a piece of paper first of what you have to put in there, and then Michelle makes it.
That is the hard part, is coordinating, getting
everything laid out.
All the classes, all the special events, and then trying to make sure we can
put it all in there.
Yeah, and to get through the special events that we have. The hands on deck.
But Rana asked to start a beginner's class of essential oils, because the ones that she teaches now, not that you have to be an expert or intermediate or anything to come to them, they're still available. They'll still be for anybody to show up. But she's had like the same group of ladies that show up every time, which is wonderful.
Like to be experts, boy.
They are.
Like this group, and they're very knowledgeable.
But she wanted to start a beginner's class because she feels like if anybody does come in, they're going to probably have a lot of questions where the other group won't. So that's going to be coming up on the third Monday of the month at 10:30, just like she does the second Monday for her classes at 10:30. It'll still be on a Monday, still be at 10:30, but it'll be the third Monday, beginner's essential oil, and then you can start and learn what you're supposed to do with it. So that'll be starting in April. We'll have that in the newsletter. And then our St. Patrick's Day celebration, we will have pre-recorded music because we don't have our musician, Gary. Sorry, Gary, get well soon. But we still will have the Iron Chef competition, so you can still dance. We'll have Irish music. It'll be a good time. We can taste test all of the Irish cuisines, and you still can vote for your favorite, and it should be a fun day.
Okay, how many contestants do we have now?
4. So, not bad.
No, it'd be nice to have a couple more.
So if you do want to enter and you have an idea that you could do an Irish cuisine, it could be anything though. I mean, I make brownies with Guinness. I mean, that's not necessarily Irish, but I'm putting the key ingredient in there. And there's never any left when I make them, so.
Well, hello, they're Guinness brownies. My goodness, they're really good.
So key ingredient, Guinness beer, and you can make an Irish cuisine, or, you know, I mean, Mike even makes chili and puts the Guinness beer, so that's not an Irish cuisine either, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be Irish cuisine, because, I mean, you can get a little hard-pressed of what to make if everybody having something different at that point.
Yeah. Pour some Guinness and something. Nobody will complain.
Make some Guinness oatmeal. I don't know. Figure it out.
Well, I guess if you want to do oatmeal.
You can make like oatmeal cookies with Guinness.
Yeah. And you just need little taste testers.
Yeah. Small.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason to make a big thing of them, because everybody's just gonna get
not
a bite.
So
I mean, really, like taste testers, like teeny tiny, just a small bite, just so they can taste, see if they like it, and move on to the next one.
Yep.
And everybody will get tickets when they come in, so they have one taste per table, and you can't go back to the same table and get 4 of those bites. That's just not fair.
It's not.
You have to try it all if you're going to.
Yeah. I might just have 2 brownies, but
I'll sneak her an extra brownie. It's okay. Other than that, that's most of our news coming up. We've got the new newsletter coming out that'll have all the stuff for the spring. So got a few new events that we've tried to start this quarter. So those will be posted in there, like our support groups for caregivers. We'll have new classes. So it should be a good quarter coming up, and sunshine's coming out, except not this week. It's freezing.
Well, the sunshine's out. It's a little misleading, though, because you're like, oh, it's sunny outside.
No.
Oh, it's only 8 degrees outside, so. So hopefully it will get nice again next week.
It was, what, 12 this morning
I wonder how cold it's going to be because Lori goes to Leavenworth.
Oh,
tomorrow,
yeah.
So I'm wondering how cold it's going to be over there. So if you're going to Leavenworth, I would wear some layers.
Bundle up.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it is Leavenworth, and you expect it to be snowy.
You do.
It's supposed to look Christmassy anyway, because you're going to go see the Christmas lights before they're taken down. So
I wonder if they still have snow.
I'm sure they do.
I mean, they have so, like, how many feet of snow over there?
Oh, we'll have to look at the webcam, because you can look at the webcams on at Leavenworth and see what's going on.
Yeah.
Other than that, though.
Nope.
Michelle's birthday tomorrow.
To Marty.
It's Michelle's birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday! Yay! She'll be 23. Can you guys believe it? Y'all have a good rest of your Wednesday. We'll see you next week. It'll be March. Crazy enough. So have a good weekend and enjoy the rest of this month before it flies away.
Stay warm.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks for watching Chat Face with the Harman Center girls. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel. Like or share as well. Have a great day.